Hi, welcome. It's Lara from Om3 Yoga, and thank you for joining us today. So let's go ahead and we'll begin on our mat. Let's start standing. Oh, just as you come to a standing position, maybe just bring your hands onto your hips, sort of a superhero stance here. You can bring your feet maybe a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and try to get the feet so they're parallel to one another, just to begin here. And as you feel your feet on the ground, maybe lift your toes up and see if you can press down through the ball of the foot, especially the mound of the big toe, and then anchor down through the heels. And see, you might feel the inner arches start to lift. The toes are still lifted. My pinky toe likes to go down, so just notice what happens for your body. And then we're going to slowly lower down from the pinky toe, one toe at a time. You can kind of watch that happen or just feel the sensation with your eyes closed. Just notice how that feels to kind of reroot here. Perhaps taking a slight bend in the knees, maybe tilt your tailbone back, roll your shoulders back. Feel your rib cage anchor. Again, let your eyes close and just taking a moment to tune into you. Feel your breath maybe expand into the body, feeling the belly soften. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale one more time, feeling that belly expand. Maybe notice how it moves with the hands. And softening. And releasing your hands away from your body, palms face forward, roll your shoulders back a little bit. If you need to bend the knees or shake the body out, let that happen. Maybe move your jaw a little bit too. And then see if you can feel the back of the head lean back a little bit, almost like you feel like you're going to fall back, but you're not. You're still anchored in your feet, just a little bit of a lean back, finding the back of the body. Notice what that feels like. And then let's come lean forward more into the toes. Woo! Maybe fall over. I'm going to fall over there. 2. And 1, we're going to come back. So just kind of playing with these directions of the feet. Let's lean over to the right. Just keeping your feet rooted, just feeling your body kind of lean to the side. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to lean to the left. And just notice again how all of that feels. And we're going to slowly come back. And let's visit all the directions once again. So let's lean back a little bit. So feel the back of the head go back. Keep anchoring down through the feet. We're going to inhale, bring your weight a little bit forward into the toes. Coming back, leaning to the right. And back and over to the left. Beautiful. And then let's gently just come back to the center. And see if you can feel the center point, the steady point. And let's bring your hands to your heart center and taking a moment to connect with your intention, either for today or something that you're working on or working towards, maybe a longer, big term intention, or maybe it's just something small. Just choose what you want to focus on for your practice. And we're heading into a full moon time, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. And so we want to just honor our practice today to the moon and also the end of winter and heading into spring, which everybody loves. Spring. Give yourself a sweet smile, except for our allergies, if you're an allergy person. Let's gently release. We'll shake out a little bit. All right, so we're gonna bring your hands on to your hips, and then let's take your right foot up, and we're gonna rotate your ankle a few times. Maybe it feels easier to stand right now that you kind of swayed in your feet. And then we're gonna gently bring your right foot down. Let's lift your left foot up. We'll rotate your ankle a few times, one direction, and then a few times the other direction. And then we'll go ahead and bring your feet down. Let's bend your knees, bring your hands onto your knees. We're going to knock the knees together. Lift your tailbone up, roll your shoulders back, look up. Now keep pressing through the feet. We're going to reach the knees out. And let's inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Maybe look at your thumb. And then you're going to lower your right hand down. Let's knock the knees together again. Lift the tailbone up. Press the knees back out. And I will lift your left arm up and gently lower back down. We're going to do that again. Knees together. Lift your tailbone up. Knees press out. Right arm lifts. And right arm back down. Beautiful. Knees together. Lift your tailbone up. Press the knees out and lift your left arm up. Exhaling. Knees together. Lift your tailbone up. Knees press out. Reaching that right arm high. And gently lowering back down. Knees together again. Tailbone lifts. And then knees press out. And we'll reach your left arm high. Beautiful. Let's come all the way back up. We're going to inhale, lift up, and bring your palms forward. Just feel a sense of steadiness for a second. And breathing. 2. And 1. And we're going to shake out from here. All right, so we're going to work with the hips a little bit differently. So let's inhale, reach your arms up. Turning your palms out, we'll bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward, chin to your chest. Keep your knees bent. We're going to inhale, reach your head forward so your spine lengthens, and let's reach your arms wide to the side. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale, let's reach up. Turn your palms out. We'll reach the arms down, bend the knees, hinge from your hips, folding forward, chin to the chest, head's heavy. Inhale, head forward, arms wide. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Turning your palms out. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, head forward, arms wide. Reach your head forward. Exhale, hands to the heart. Press through the feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands back to the heart center. Beautiful. Let's reach your arms, shake it out. All right, let's sway out a little bit from side to side to release your spine. So just starting to sway here. If you want, you can tap your body. You can keep your heels down. You can lift them up. So listen, what feels good? 3, 2, 1, and 1. And we're going to come back to the center. Let's inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, hands back to the center. We're going to reach your arms wide. We're going to gently bring your hands back together. You're going to take the backs of the hands, point your fingers towards your chest. And then we're going to bring your chin to your chest. You're going to turn your fingers forward, reach, palms up, arms wide. Lift your heart to the sky. Let's try that again. Inhale, we're going to reach up. You're going to bring your hands back to the chest, and we're going to bring your fingers in. You're going to slowly round through the spine. We're going to reach forward. Reach those arms forward, palms up. We'll reach open. Beautiful. And gently lowering those arms down. Fantastic. All right, so from here, let's take your right hand to your right shoulder, left hand to the elbow. We're going to reach up and breathe. 2 and 1. We're going to gently reach that arm down, shake it out, and other side. So you're going to bring your left hand to the left shoulder, right hand to the elbow, and reach up. If your hand's here, that's fine too. So what's available to you today? 2 and 1. We're going to gently release that. We'll shake out. All right. So let's come to the front of your mat from here. Bring your feet about hip distance apart, hands to your heart center, and just taking a moment to connect again with that intention. Also, take a moment to connect with your wisdom within, your inner knowing, and honoring that. As you're ready, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Let's bend the elbows a little bit, and you're going to start to bend your knees to tilt your tailbone back. We're going to lift your heart to the sky, a little bit of a lean back, finding a back bend. And then we're going to slowly exhale. You're going to bend the knees again, hinge from your hips. Maybe bring your elbows towards your knees, chin to the chest, and then slowly fold forward, releasing your hands down to the ground. We'll inhale. Let's slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, you're going to come fold back down. From here, we're going to find the tippy toes. Lift your heels up. We're going to sink your hips towards your heels. Lift your head up. We'll bring your hands back onto the ground. Let's step your left leg back and we'll drop down to the left knee. You can keep your back toes curled under or the top of the foot flat. We're going to squeeze the inner thighs together. Let's reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to bring your right leg to meet your left. Let's inhale, lift your arms up. We're going to gently bring your hands on the hips. We'll roll the shoulders back, press the pelvis forward, lift your heart to the sky. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, let's reach your arms high. We'll release the feet, sinking your hips towards your heels for child's pose. Maybe resting your forehead into the ground. Pausing here. 2. And 1. We're going to inhale, reach those arms forward. Let's bring your body forward to tabletop. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Once again, inhale. And exhaling. Inhale, we're going to find a flat back. You're going to curl your toes under, lift your knees off the mat. Exhale, belly all the way to the ground. Release. Beautiful. Let's bring your arms alongside your body, palms face up. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Exhaling, folding back down. Let's try that again. Gently rolling the shoulders back. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up. Maybe lift your feet up too. And coming back down. Beautiful. Let's try that one more time. Inhale. And exhaling. Sliding your hands under your shoulders. Let's draw your belly to the spine. We'll inhale, find tabletop. Exhale, back to child shape. Lengthen the spine. 2. And 1. We're going to inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to step your left foot forward. We're going to gently sink in. We'll reach your arms high. And then you're going to bring your hands down to the ground. We'll step your right foot to meet your left. Come into a little ball. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, we're going to reach your head up. Exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Crossing through the feet. Let's stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And readjust yourself onto your mat. Beautiful. Let's come to the other side. We're going to inhale, lift up. Let's gently bend the knees a little bit. Tilt your tailbone to the sky. We're going to bend the elbows a little bit and lift your heart to the sky. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly sink down. Folding forward, chin to the chest, maybe straightening the legs a little bit. Let's inhale, come on to the balls of the feet. We'll sink your heels, hips down to your heels, lift your head up. Exhale, chin to the chest, hands down. We're going to step your right leg back and drop down to the knee. Inhale, let's reach your arms up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the heart center. You're going to bring your left knee to meet your right. Inhale, reach your arms high. Let's bring your hands onto your hips. Roll the shoulders back. Tilt your tailbone forward. Lift your heart up. 2 and 1. We're going to reach up. Exhale. Let's sink your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Folding forward. 2 and 1. We're going to reach the arms forward. Let's inhale. We'll find tabletop. Curling the toes under to find plank for a moment. Come on to the tippy toes. Find that core strength. 2 And 1, we're going to lower all the way down to the belly, releasing the feet. Let's bring your elbows under your shoulders this time for Sphinx shape and keeping your forearms parallel to one another. We're going to roll the shoulders back. We'll press the chest forward, press the pelvis down. Feet a little bit wider, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll lift your head up. Exhaling, chin to the chest. Inhale, head up. One more time. Inhale, head up, press through the hands, lift your heart up. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Let's interlace your hands behind your back. Maybe squeeze the palms together. We'll straighten the arms as much as you can. And then inhale, you can lift your chest off the ground. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly release. Hands under the shoulders, draw your belly to the spine. Let's inhale, find tabletop. Exhale, child shape. Long spine. 2 and 1. We're going to press to the tops of the feet and knees. Lift the arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to step your right leg forward. And we'll bend into the knee, reach your arms high. Exhale, you're going to lower your hands down. We're going to bring that left foot to meet the right. Come into your little ball. Inhale, we'll lift your head up. Exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Keep breathing. 2. Press into the balls of the feet. Notice how that's different. And 1. We're going to inhale and we'll rise all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Fantastic. Let's inhale, lift all the way up. We're going to grab hold of the left wrist with the right hand. We'll reach that up an arm over to the side and then look down towards your right pinky toe. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come up. You're going to grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Lift the arm up, looking down towards that left pinky toe. Big side stretch. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come back. Let's just take a slight bend in the knees again. Tilt your tailbone back, bend your elbows, lift your heart up. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly come fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to bring your hands down. We'll step your left foot back onto the ball of the foot. Pressing through both feet, feel the inner thighs squeeze together. We'll inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Take a slight bend in that left knee. Maybe bend a little bit deeper into the right today. 2 and 1. Now let's bring your hands to your heart. Today we're going to reach your left arm forward and reach your right arm back. So you're twisting in the torso. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, woo! We're going to slowly lower your hands down to the ground, keeping your left hand under the shoulder. Let's reach your right arm to the sky. Twist. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your hands down. Step your feet back, plank, hold. Let's drop your left knee down into the ground. You're going to turn your left toes to the left a little bit, right foot flat. We'll inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. If you want to try, reach your right arm overhead. Now, a couple other things you can do here. Again, if you want to explore, maybe reach that right leg up. That's beautiful, and you can try that. The other thing is you can bring your right hand on your hip. You're going to really press to that left hand, and you're going to lift your left foot up to bring it into your right thigh somewhere, or leg, like you're doing a tree pose. 2 and 1. We're going to bring that left knee down, right hand down, right leg down, tabletop. Inhale, let's look up. Roll the shoulders back, tabletop. Exhale, we're going to curl your toes under, sink your hips to your heels, lift your hips high, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhaling. Let's inhale. We're going to bring your body forward to plank. Come onto the belly again. Beautiful. Now, let's try this here. You're going to turn your fingers so the fingers are going towards the toes, so the hands are back, so the palms are kind of facing the wrists are facing more your shoulders. You're going to press through the hands here. You're going to roll the shoulders back, and we're going to inhale, lift your chest up just a little bit. You're going to get a big stretch in your wrists. Maybe lift your feet up too. 3, 2, and 1. Come down when you're ready. Turn your fingers forward. We'll roll the shoulders back, lift up, maybe for cobra, up dog. Let's sink your hips to your heels, curl the toes under. You can stay right here if that feels good, or lift your hips high, downward dog. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now we're going to walk your feet about halfway up your mat, and then we're going to fold forward. So you're in a really short downward dog here. We're going to bend into the knees, belly and thighs meet. Let's press through the feet. We'll reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to bring your hands to your hips. You're going to step your right foot forward. Square your hips off. Maybe if you can bring your hands into prayer. The fingers can go up or down. If that's really intense, you can grab onto your forearms. All right, so what we're going to do here is roll your shoulders back, and then you're going to reach your head forward. And your knee can be slightly bent or legs straight, feeling big stretch in that right hamstring. 3, 2, 1. We'll inhale, lift the body up, step the feet together, release your hands, just pause. Breathe, notice, receive, release, and reconnect. Beautiful. As you're ready, let's slowly bend the knees again. Tilt your tailbone back just a little bit, creating that curve in the spine. We'll lift the arms up, slight bend in the elbows. Lift the heart to the sky, big stretch. And then keeping the body as it is, we'll hinge your hips, elbows towards those knees as you fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands down and step your right leg back this time. Ball the foot. Feeling the inner thighs squeeze together. Press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach the arms to the ceiling. Beautiful. Now we're going to take a slight bend into that back right knee. Let's bring your hands to your heart center. Roll your shoulders back. We're going to inhale, reach that right arm forward, left arm back. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. Let's reach your arms up. Exhale, we'll slowly lower your hands down. Now keeping that right hand under the shoulder, lifting your left arm to the sky, twisting again. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hand down. We'll step back, downward dog. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, bring your body to a plank shape. We're going to drop your right knee into the middle of the mat. Bringing your right hand under the shoulder, let's bring that left foot flat. Inhale, you can reach your left arm to the sky. Maybe reach that arm overhead. Also perhaps lifting, whee. You might need to bring your right toes to the right a little bit. Reaching that left leg up. And if you want to try and you're feeling really ambitious, maybe pressing and trying to reach that right knee up as you reach your left arm up. So you're kind of doing like a tree pose. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently drop back down. Tabletop. Inhale, let's lift up, look up. Exhale, taking a moment, bring your hips to your heels, child shape. Inhale, let's come back to tabletop, curl your toes under plank, and lay on your belly. Beautiful. So we've done lots of variations of back bends today. We had our arms alongside our body. We interlaced our hands behind our back. We've done cobra, up dog, Sphinx shape. So you can do any of those if you want to, or if you are wanting to try, again, a little bit something different today, maybe bending the legs and grabbing onto your feet if that's possible. Then you can just flex the feet back, squeeze the shoulders together, or perhaps lift your heart up and breathing here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to slowly release. Bring your belly down. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to find tabletop, curling the toes under. You can just sink your hips here if that would feel good, or lift your hips high, downward dog. What does your body need? 2, and 1. Now we're going to walk your feet up about halfway, so kind of a shorter downward dog. We're going to inhale, come all the way up. We'll bring your hands onto your hips to begin, stepping that left foot forward. Now you might need a slight bend in the knees here. We're going to take your hands behind your back, either grab onto the forearms or try to bring your hands together, again, for that prayer, namaste, fingers up or down. We'll roll the shoulders back. And then you're just going to tilt your tailbone, hinging the hips again, reaching the crown of the head forward. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll lift the torso up, and then stepping your feet together at the front of the mat. Release the hands. Let your eyes close for a moment, and breathing once again. Noticing how are you feeling. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. Let's reach your arms high. Exhale, we're going to come fold forward. While we're here in a forward fold, let's take your first 2 fingers if you can, and you're going to bring them on the inside of the big toe and your thumb on the top of the big toe. Starting with the knees bent, bring your chin to your chest. Now you can stay right here and you can keep your legs bent as much as you need to. So always listening to your body. Feel your shoulders roll back, and then perhaps straightening the leg. And then maybe pressing the weight into the toes. Just notice how that feels for your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bend the knees a lot. We're going to release the clasp of the toes. Hands on the hips will come all the way up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Let's step your feet out wide on your mat. We're going to reach your arms wide and then gently bend the knees, hinge from your hips, and fold forward. Letting that head feel really heavy. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to come up. Let's reach your arms wide. We're going to turn your right toes out. We're going to bend into the knee, warrior B. We're going to straighten that right leg. Reach your right arm back. And then bending back into the knee, warrior B. We'll straighten your right leg and then just lower your right hand down. Not a lot of fuss, just kind of let yourself hang out here. Notice what that feels like for your body. And then see if you can squeeze your tailbone towards your back heel. Breathing. 2, be easy, go gentle, go slow. And 1, we're going to bend back into the knee, warrior B. Inhale, straighten the legs, feet parallel. Warrior B with the left side from here, bending into the knee. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back, bending back into the knee, warrior B. Once again, inhaling and exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhaling. Straightening that left leg, reaching and hinging forward, lowering that left hand down, right arm to the sky. Feeling the tailbone reach towards that back heel. Notice what's happening within your body. How do you feel? 3, 2, And one, we're going to bend back into the knee, warrior B. Inhaling, feet parallel. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to come reach all the way back up. Now we're going to come face your right foot. Turn your left foot in. You want to bring your feet so they're a little bit wider apart. So like your hips are wider. We're going to interlace your hands behind your back here. Roll your shoulders back. Kind of lift your chest up. Holding here for a moment. 2, and 1. Now you're going to lower your right shoulder towards your right knee, chin to your chest. If it feels possible, you can go down a little bit deeper. Maybe try to bring your head inside of your right foot. So just see. Like it felt good for me to go down for a second, but I'm like, I don't want to hang out there very long. 2, and 1. We're going to press. We'll lift all the way up, straighten the leg, and we'll rotate your body forward again. Readjusting your feet. Let's try that on the other side. So when you're ready, we're going to come turn your left toes to the left, like bend in that left knee, bringing that right foot a little bit wider out to the right. We'll interlace your hands behind your back. Now this time, see if you can put the opposite thumb on top, so the one that feels a little bit awkward. You're like, I don't know what she means. Go the other way. When you're ready, we're going to slowly bend into the knee. We're going to gently bring that left shoulder to the knee, or maybe try to bring your head all the way down to the ground. And breathing. And then you can decide, where do you want to hang out? 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We'll come up. Beautiful. Feet parallel. Let's reach your arms wide. One more time. We're going to interlace your hands behind your back. Whatever feels good this time. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to hinge from your hips, folding forward. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently bring your hands down. And as gracefully as possible, we're going to come down to a seat in a wide-legged position. Beautiful. Let's move that fleshy part from your sitting bones. And just taking a moment to breathe here, and to soften here, and just to sit. Maybe flexing through the feet, so your shoulders roll back. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to reach your arms all the way up. And then we're going to slowly bring your hands down, and we're going to walk your hands as far forward as it feels possible for you. If it's available, you can lower down to your forearms. It might feel good to bring your chin to your chest and let your head and neck feel heavy, but maybe it feels better to like press through the forearms and broaden the shoulders and strengthen the neck. So listen, if you tend to like hunch forward a lot during the day, I'm going to strongly suggest you lift your head up. So if that means if you're on your phone a lot or you're at a computer, let's wiggle your toes. 2, and 1. And then we're going to gently lift your head up. If it is down, we'll walk your hands all the way up. Now, I don't normally teach this, but I'm going to today. So there'll be a few variations on how to get into this. So if you'd like to, we're going to move into a sort of a pigeon shape. So you can take your right leg. You're going to gently bring that shin maybe kind of forward towards the front of the mat. Perhaps you're going to curl your left toes under. Now you can decide your knee can go more forward or out to the side. Shin more parallel or foot towards the groin. Listen to what feels good for you. We're going to come fold forward. Now, for some people, they just really do not appreciate or like this pose, and I appreciate that. So what I will also offer you here is kind of lean into that right side, and you're going to just slide your right or left thigh behind your right foot, and then we'll just kind of fold to the side here. And hopefully that feels good. If there's another variation that you are taking, please listen to your body. Listening to what do you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we want to be really, really mindful as we transition out of this. So, if you have both of your knees bent, maybe just start to lift your knees towards the ceiling. Those of you who are more in the traditional pigeon shape here, we're going to sink down towards that right hip. We will also slide our right knee behind our left knee behind our right foot, and you're going to lift your knees up. And just to kind of transition easy here, we want to be gentle. So let's move to the other side as you're ready. So you're going to now take your left leg, maybe parallel to the front of your mat. Again, more of the easy or the restful. You can just keep that leg bent and kind of lean to the side here. That's perfect. Or those of you who like a little bit more of that traditional shape, maybe extending that leg back and then lowering your body down. So it doesn't matter to me what you're doing, what feels good for you here in this moment. It is the most important thing that you do during your practice or really during anything. Always checking in with yourself. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? I was reminding somebody earlier, we want to check in with our breath. It's a really great thing to check in. And then checking in is kind of where also is our mind. Can we calm the mind down by just taking a few breaths? Is our physical body giving us information? Noticing our energy, noticing what we're feeling. And what's our expression? Is it something that's serving us or not? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now again, feel free to stay right where you're at. If you feel ready, if you have that leg back, you're gonna slide your right leg up. We're gonna lift our body up and lift our knees up. And then one more time, we'll come back to that wide leg position again. So let's move the fleshy part from the sitting bones, and we're gonna come walk your hands forward. Beautiful. Wiggling your toes. Just noticing how does your body feel. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to slowly make our way up, and we're going to bend our knees. Just get ready here. We're going to gently bring your hands behind your hips, and then we're going to try to find a wide-legged forward fold one more time. I don't know, I had this deep need inside of me to close the sequence with our standing sequence with some wide-legged forward folds on the ground, and now we're going to finish it by doing a up dog and down dog, and then we'll be back on the ground. So thank you for playing with me today. Inhale, let's lift all the way up. We'll bring your hands to your heart. We're going to bring your feet together. Let's inhale. We're going to reach your arms high, and then maybe bend the knees one more time. Lean back. You can bend your elbows a little bit. 2 and 1. We'll come hinge from the hips and fold forward. Beautiful. Let's come onto the balls of the feet. We're going to sink your hips towards your heels. Lift your head up. Exhale. Let's come fold forward. Well, let's step your feet back, downward dog. We'll inhale. Let's just bring your body to a plank, and then maybe this time just lower your hips down, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart up. 2 and 1. Now we're going to curl your toes under, bring your knees really wide. You're going to sink your hips towards your heels. We're going to try this. Walk your hands to your feet or your knees. You're going to bring your hands behind you and maybe hop your feet forward. And let's roll your shoulders back, or fleshy part back from your sitting bones. Shoulders back too is good. All right, so from here, let's gently turn your right toes out. We'll bring your right foot towards the inner thigh. Inhale, we're going to lift up, rotating the body towards the straight leg. We'll come fold forward. You might even want to walk your hands a little bit outside that left leg. Might feel good today. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're going to keep your left hand outside of your left leg. We're going to reach your right arm high. Now, you're going to bring your right hand behind your right hip. You're going to reach your left arm up. You can stay right here if it would feel good. Press and lift your hips up, leaning and stretching. 2 and 1. We kind of were here earlier, so just kind of revisiting that, maybe stretching a little bit differently. We'll lift your right knee up and right leg forward. Moving to the other side, let's turn your left toes out and left foot towards the right inner thigh. Inhale, reaching up, and we're going to exhale, either fold over that right leg or maybe both hands a little bit outside. So again, listening what feels good for your body, and keep breathing. Keep noticing, keep releasing, keep shifting, keep softening. 5. You might even notice like I had a lot more energy today for some reason. I think it's, well, not for some reason. I think it's probably because the moon, and also because we're moving into spring, we have more light. We're starting to feel a little bit more energy within us. And so hopefully your body feels pretty good today. So let's keep your right hand right where it is. We're going to reach your left arm high, open the chest. Now you can bring your left hand behind your back. Maybe reach your right arm overhead. And if you want, press and lift your hips up. Taking that side stretch once again. Big, big stretch here. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to slowly come lower down. We'll stretch both legs forward. Let's inhale, reach up. Now you're going to reach your head forward, sweep your arms back. Let's bring your hands behind your back. We're going to bend the knees, press through the feet, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift your hips up. Reverse table. Exhale, we're going to come right back down. We're going to bring the soles of your feet together this time. Lift your chest up. Grabbing hold of your ankles will lift your heart forward. Now you can sit right here if this feels good, or maybe start to lean the body forward. Perhaps you want to open your feet like a book. What does your body need here? And just keep breathing, maybe pressing the knees down. Maybe you're doing a different shape. That's fine. Keep softening. Connecting with your breath, noticing how are you feeling. If there's anything going on in the mind, you can always ask, where is that coming from? Just being aware. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to slowly come up. We're going to bring the knees together. We're going to stretch that left leg forward. We're going to take your first 2 fingers inside the right big toe, and we're going to inhale, reach your right leg up. Roll your shoulder back. 2, and 1. Now you're going to slowly, 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 as best as you can, maybe lower that right leg down, and then pull your head towards that right big toe. 2, and 1. We're going to lift up a little bit, and we'll try this on the other side. So we're going to bend into the left knee to begin. First 2 fingers inside the big toe, thumb on top. We'll inhale, lift up, roll the shoulder back. Beautiful. And then we're going to gently, gently, slowly, slowly come all the way down, folding in. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to come bring your body up. Let's bend your knees. We're going to bring your hips toward your heels. Our class went really fast for me, hopefully did for you. We're going to slowly come lay on our back. Just a few more positions from here to feel more space in your body. And when we start to create more space, I always say within our body, we create more space within our mind. We start to know that it's possible. We'll have more space in our life. And sometimes it's just finding the space between the breath, so just slowly, we have to be so patient with ourselves in this practice. It does not happen quickly, but things do shift the more you keep showing up for yourself. So let's bend your knees and bring your heels really close to your glutes. We're going to bring your arms alongside your body, roll the shoulders back, tilt your tailbone towards your knees. Let's roll the shoulders back, lift the hips up away from the ground. I'm breathing here. If you have a block nearby, please feel free to do a supported back bend. You can slide that right underneath your tush on the sacrum, kind of right where the crack starts is usually a good place to do that. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently lower down. If you're not using a prop, if you're using a prop, stay right there. So you can do that exact same back bend. You can also slide your hands and maybe support your hips. You can interlace your hands behind your back. So listen, what does your body need for this back bend? Maybe you're going to move up with straight arms and straight legs. So again, just keep listening. So as you're ready, if you haven't already lifted, lifting the body up, breathing here, finding more space. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back down. I had a crash landing, but that's okay. It didn't hurt, thank goodness. And let's do that one more time, one more back bend. So, and again, back bends help have extra energy for our body. So we've done a lot of back bending today, but it's just good to open our heart and feel more space within. So whenever you're ready, we're going to tilt, we'll lift up, press up, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and gently coming down. Beautiful. From here today, we're going to take a twist. Actually, come bring your knees to your chest for a moment. Can wiggle. And we're going to twist and then get ready for rest, I believe. So let's take your right leg over your left knee to begin here. You might want to slide your hips to the right as you drop your knees over to the left. Trying to keep the right shoulder onto the ground. If you need to shift the twist at all, either release the crisscross of the legs or maybe stretch one leg out and bend the other leg. Listen what feels good for your body. It's okay, but it's also okay to do something a little bit different. So, you don't always have to be the same. To try to remind people there's no right or wrong or right or left. It's what does your body need today in this moment. Just coming back and knowing whatever it is, it's okay. 3, 2, and 1. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly start to lift the knees back up, readjusting your body. And let's try that on the other side. So maybe crossing that left knee over the right and sliding your hips over to the left as you drop your knees to the right. And maybe it feels good with the legs crossed and maybe it doesn't. And so just listening and softening, keeping that left shoulder rooted as best as you can. Just listening within, releasing again. So you can reconnect to you. You are a gift. Just keep connecting with that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift those legs back up. Let's readjust those hips. Let's do one more stretch for your hamstrings since we're not going to be doing an inversion today unless if your body wants to. You can keep your left leg either bent or straighten it out, pulling your right leg to your head, maybe bringing your nose towards your knee. 2 and 1. You're going to release that. Let's try that on the left side. So again, right leg can be bent or straight, up to you. Pulling that left leg towards the head. Big stretch for the hamstring. 3, 2, and 1. Let's reach and lengthen the whole body. Maybe flex the heels. We'll squeeze the knees to the chest. Give yourself a big hug, thanking and appreciating yourself for taking your time to move your body today and just really honoring that. It's such a gift. Big inhale and exhaling. And let's find Shavasana as you're ready. So letting your eyes close. Taking a really big deep breath into the body. And as you start to let go, let's just adjust the body a little bit so it's more comfortable. So maybe rolling the shoulders underneath you. Turning the palms up towards the ceiling. You might need to lift your hips up. Perhaps readjust and align your legs. So whatever you need to do just to be about 5 to 10% more comfortable. And then taking another really big deep breath in. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. And feeling your whole face soften. The forehead. Feeling the temples. The eyes. The cheeks. The jaw. Mouth. Tongue. Neck and throat. Feeling the whole neck, face, and head just release. Back of the head, the sides of the head. And now as we start to bring the awareness to where the neck starts to meet the shoulders. Just feel the sense of softening starting to flow down. As it moves through the shoulders, down through your arms, all the way out to the tips of the fingers. You bring your awareness to your upper chest, upper back and shoulder blades, and feeling all of the muscles around the rib cage just soften and release their hold. And perhaps even noticing the rib cage move as you breathe and rest here. You begin to notice the abdomen and the middle and lower back. Just feeling the movement, perhaps of the breath. You feel this sense of ease and relaxation spreading through your body. Bring our awareness now to the lower belly, lower back, sacrum, pelvis, and hips. Just taking a few moments just to breathe into this area. Letting the legs, the knees, lower legs, feet and toes, just letting the whole body release. The front, the back, the right, the left, inside, and surface sensations. And then see if you can drop your mind into your heart. And as you drop your mind into your heart, perhaps noticing a softening or an opening, maybe a releasing, and maybe not. And if it's any of the opposite, maybe invite those qualities in. And reconnecting back to you. I found a poem that I like that I hadn't seen in a while, and it's Life by Mother Teresa. So life is an opportunity, benefit from it. Life is beauty, admire it. Life is bliss, taste it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a duty, complete it. Life is a game, play it. Life is costly, care for it. Life is wealth, keep it. Life is love, enjoy it. Life is a mystery, know it. Life is a promise, fulfill it. Life is sorrow, overcome it. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a struggle, accept it. Life is a tragedy, confront it. Life is an adventure, dare it. Life is luck, make it. Life is too precious, do not destroy it. Life is life, fight for it. So just taking a moment and breathing that in and connect with your intention. And as you feel ready, perhaps starting to begin to reawaken, maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes a little bit. You can blink your eyes open a few times if you choose. Maybe starting to reach and stretch any way that feels good for your body. You can squeeze your knees towards your chest. You can roll over to your right or left side, or just continue to rest. And wherever you decide to be for the next few moments, just bring your hands to your heart center and really say thank you to you for taking this time out for you today. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. Until we meet again, namaste.